What if the future of rare earth mining isn't digging massive holes, but farming fields of furs? Imagine swapping bulldozers for green leaves, because that's exactly what scientists are exploring with phytomining rare earth elements. Rare earths like neodymium and dysprosium are the backbone of modern tech. Think smartphones, wind turbines, and electric cars. But mining them is a dirty business. It scars landscapes, pollutes water, and generates toxic waste. Demand is skyrocketing, yet traditional mining struggles to keep up without wrecking the environment. Enter phytomining. Instead of blasting rock, we use special plants called hyperaccumulators that naturally soak up metals from the soil. These botanical overachievers pull rare earth elements into their stems and leaves, sometimes at concentrations thousands of times higher than normal plants. It's like nature's own metal refinery, powered by sunlight and roots. One plant making headlines is Blackmum orientale, a common fir found across Asia and the Pacific. Researchers recently discovered it can actually form tiny crystals of monazite, a mineral packed with rare earth, inside its tissues. Picture this: a fern quietly growing, while inside, nanocrystals of valuable minerals are assembling, atom by atom. This is still early-stage science, but it's a breakthrough hinting at a greener way to source these critical materials. So, how does phytomining work? First, scientists identify the right hyperaccumulator plant for the target metal. Next, they grow these plants on soils rich in rare earth, sometimes even on old mine waste. After a few months, the plants are harvested and dried. Then they're burned to ash, which concentrates the metals. Finally, the rare earths are extracted from the ash using chemical processes. Imagine lush green fields, harvesters, then labs extracting shimmering powders from plant ash. The benefits: phytomining is low impact, uses less energy, and can even clean up contaminated land. It's scalable. Think farming, not mining, and could open up new sources where traditional methods fail. But there are limits. Yields are still low, and it takes time for plants to grow. Plus, scaling up from lab to real-world farms is a huge challenge. Still, with discoveries like Blackmum orientalis monazite nanocrystals, the future of rare earth sourcing could be a lot greener. Want to see how plants might power the next tech revolution? Hit subscribe and join me as we dig deeper into the science of tomorrow.